You can be my wingman anytime.
I'm legally obligated to tell you, I ain't a real doctor. I'll patch you up whenever you need it.
If you could stand still for a moment, I hid the copious material I compiled after opening the vault those 5 long years ago. In a fit of spastic paranoia, I did not write down the locations to the information. Find it for me and be handsomely... Oh, were you expecting me to say handsomely rewarded?
She's nuts. Right? We know that, right? She's nuts.
Hey, Slab.
Do you know where is Moxie Underpool Palacio?
I've been relocated to Sanctuary against everyone's better judgment. Not my own, mind you. I never wanted to be here. I was perfectly content to live out my days in a non-standard living arrangement with 2 ceiling chairs I met at a bar fight. Oh, they're adorable. They barely speak any English. And if you have to ask what a ceiling chair is, I pity the life you've wasted. I should discuss the Scrollifant in the room. The reason for my relocation was an elongated and systematically unpleasant torture at the hands of Jack's cronies. Roland and his well-defined pectoral muscles were kind enough to entrust the vault key with me after the awakening of the Destroyer, not to be confused with the Warrior. Seriously, those sound nothing alike. asked nicely on several occasions to take proper precautions against bacteria on the instruments.
They say the
But
warrior
it fell
will
upon
cleanse
idiotic
Pandora
ears.
in fire.
As they cut into my flesh over and over, I would fade in and out of consciousness and whisper to the ceiling chairs that it was going to be okay. Clork was afraid at first. His 4 legs trembled against the cold ceiling. But he knew he had to be strong for me. Then they went to work on his brother, Philippe. Philippe. Philippe was so brave. He was so brave for me when the rotary saws began to ply his legs from his body. Clork cried out for his brother, even when one of the torturers inadvertently sat on him and muffled his cries. The last thing Philippe said before he passed on to the great wooden beyond was, "I love you, Patty. I love you." And then he was gone. It's lonely here in Sanctuary. Sure, Clork prattles around on the ceiling, but it's hardly the same. Jack has taken so much from me. Jack has taken the only happiness I've ever had in his asinine quest for the warrior and more power. Revenge is as pointless as music, but on this occasion, I will allow myself the revenge. I will allow myself to aid in his downfall. Mark my words, Jack. You're going to die.
The chronicles of my torture. I shall warm up some cold cocoa and listen to these again.
Finish all these missions here. Move on to somewhere else that's got missions.
Hey, I got a perfectly legal and not shady job for you. You know what can make a bullet hole that ain't a bullet? 'Cause I friggin' don't. I've been seeing some confusing wounds coming from Three Horns. Head down there and find out what kind of weapon's causing them. An old rival of mine named Doc Mercy's using it. Don't let that name fool you.
Doc
Unlike
Mercy.
me, he's more interested in creating wounds than patching them up. Also, unlike me, he actually has a medical license.
Doc Mercy, this is the one where had a couple guys in the chat telling me it was a unlimited ammo pistol.
Keep your mitts off my floor! Finders keepers, losers die!
Looks like you found what's been perforating my clientele. Do me a solid and get them gun from them. What good's your fancy mid-school degree now, huh, Mercy? Good job, Vault Hunter. Search his body and see if you can't grab that weird-ass gun off him. I'll be damned. That's E-Tech. If I'm gonna treat people shot by E-Tech, I'm gonna need way more wounds to practice on. Now that you got Doc Mercy's E-Tech gun, why don't you test it out on the local bandits?
My mommy is going to be so mad! Going to be
So it looks
amazing!
like that gun uses iridium to turn bullets into stuff that ain't bullets.
This
Energy.
is guys!
Damn, iridium is weird.
3 pounds of flesh! I've got another story if you see my cages at home! I'm gonna floss my teeth!